Hi guys, this is episode 15. Welcome to Let's Discuss The Walking Dead. This is for season 6, episode 9, the mid-season premiere. Uh, I really hope that I got premiere spelled right, because my editing software just wouldn't let me spell it any differently. But oh well. So um, start off right away at the beginning. I did not know that this was going to happen. I know that they had a thing where you could download the first like 4 minutes of the episode and stuff and watch it that way, but I decided not to do that because it was like, well, there's probably a whole bunch of crap like attached to it, and plus, I can wait like a day or two. I'm that patient, so um, but at the beginning when they were kind of held up on the road, I thought that the pronunciation was Deacon, but it's Negan. So, um, and I did see a thing where Greg Nicotero is just really happy that he doesn't have to say the name anymore. So, because apparently I'm not the only one that got it wrong, but anyways, when they were being held up, um, and he was going to actually shoot one of them. I don't know if that guy was actually Negan himself or if he was just like a lieutenant or excuse me, just like a lieutenant or something or whatever. But I just kept thinking to myself, man, I really wish that somebody would hit them with that like rocket propelled grenade right now. And as soon as I thought, um, just everybody exploded. And I was like, oh, you have got to be kidding me. Because I had no idea that Daryl had that kind of firepower back there. I thought it was one of the guys that he kind of rescued earlier. Um, they were just come by to, repay the favor, that kind of thing. But um, yeah, apparently either he had one back there or when he killed the guy that was back there in the back of the truck with him, he killed him, and that guy had it on him. So, um, and if that was the case, that one ringleader was really stupid to send him back. If anything, I would have sent somebody back there with like just a handgun or something, just in case things went bad. But uh, um, unless you guys have just not noticed or anything up to this point, I do have like I don't know, something like a bronchitis or something like that. So, um, but anyways, getting back to the episode, I'm actually kind of surprised that they survived that long getting out of the house with Sam in tow. Because when they left off at the mid-season finale, basically he was like, hey mom, pay attention to me. Like, as soon as they were walking out, being surrounded by zombies. So, and at that point, you kind of knew that he was gonna die. So, um, which is kind of bad because um, two of the characters that did die, Ron and Sam, I've seen like little interviews that they've done with the new kids. And actually, they're not like bad people or anything. Um, they're definitely not their character. So I'm kind of sad to actually see them go. So um, but hey, it is what it is. So um, I was kind of surprised though that Jesse follows suit. Um, and I'm not quite as surprised as I know some people are considering. Excuse me. She could have been like the main love interest. Um, but you know, it is what it is. So um, the shows that I watch is actually pretty common for somebody like that to die. Um, so I wasn't really shocked or anything. So but when Ron shot Carl, um, I was really surprised at that. And also, I just kept thinking to myself, okay, he was basically at point blank range when he shot him. He shot him in the eye, and even if it just kind of grazed him, um, there should have been a larger exit wound on the side of his head. Um, so I really don't know. Excuse me. I really don't know what actually shot him. Um, because to me it looked like he was holding a 38 caliber handgun, and I'm like, even if he shot him with a 22 at that range, should have done a lot more damage than it did. So um, I don't know. Maybe the bullet itself was like a dud or whatever. I don't know. So I don't want to get too far into this because yeah, then I'll be talking forever about it. But yeah, just I don't know what is actually going to happen. So um, and the thing is, okay, did it just get Carl's eye, or did it kind of destroy part of his brain too? Um, I know the comics will say it say it one way, but here in the TV show, yeah, they don't do things exactly the same way. So, um, plus, I'm kind of wondering if he did have like a massive brain damage. Would that mean that when he actually dies, he won't turn because part of his brain is already gone? But hey, whatever. So, um, and one of the last things that really kind of stuck out in my mind was not during the show, but after the show on The Talking Dead. Um, they had on Carrie Underwood, and to me that's a real surprise. That would be like one of the last people that I would expect to actually even bother with the show. But hey, whatever. Uh, glad you watched it. Um, so, I do gotta say this. Kind of a little warning to AMC and I guess you could say even Chris Hardwick. Um, I like AMC. I like Chris Hardwick. Um, but not every show that they have on AMC deserves an after show. And I don't understand why they're bothering to do it with Better Call Saul. Um, yeah, it'd be kind of a good show and stuff, but is definitely not something that I would watch. And I wouldn't watch the after show or anything. But hey, that's just me. But still, not every show that they have should have an after show. Because if they start doing it like this, where they have show on, then after show after that, um, it's going to become kind of a predictable thing, kind of like how NBC had like 5 different Law and Order shows like on at one time, and there was like 15 shows based on CSI on various networks and stuff. It's kind of like, well, you can kind of do it to death. So I would suggest to them just kind of letting it alone. But hey, they're not going to listen to me. So but yeah, that's going to be about it for this episode. So I'm going to sign off for now. This is episode 15. You've been watching Let's Discuss The Walking Dead. This has been for season 6, episode 9, the mid-season premiere. And I will see you later. So take care, and hopefully by this next week or whatever, I'll be feeling a little better. At least won't be coughing as much as I have today. So, but anyways, see ya.